died because of Agbero. Here is it oh. Imagine. They chase this man, enter in car, drag steering. This is what Agbero caused here in Abuja. They are really causing a lot of harm. It's high time we do something in Abuja. Seriously. Both family died because of Agbero. Here is it oh. Imagine. They chase this man, enter in car, drag steering for in hand. The man die, his wife die, his son die. FCT minister needs to do something. Amak must leave Abuja.
The very sad events that happened at Mabushi in Abuja today that led to the loss of lives of 4 family members, the husband, wife, and his 2 children, that was orchestrated by Agberos, touts, also known as Agberos, which were, of course, they were eventually lynched by Nigerians around the place who could not stand the fact that it was the Agberos who led, these guys to their early graves. Touting in Nigeria, unfortunately, has become a very lucrative business. It has become a very lucrative business where being a tout, there are touts who have escorts. Touts, have actually made education to be truly a scam. When people who are well, disciplined and coordinated are seeking for daily bread, those who are Agberos and touts are seemingly doing well because they can get it by force. But then if the ordinary man does it, he will be punished for it. But Agberos, if you arrest them, somebody will call and then they say you should release him from the top. Of course, the Abuja municipal has actually said these guys are not their staffs. But like some of the comments I read, these municipals also recruit touts as their staffs that help them to collecting, monies, ticket monies and all of that, which is what led to these young people, being chased to their early grave. Can you imagine that these touts were struggling with the steering wheel with somebody behind the wheel that made the car to now jump into the ditch and killed everybody on board? I'm tempted to say good for them that because they were eventually lynched. I just do not want to post some of the pictures because they are gory, and it's just the way it is. What we celebrate in Nigeria, what we tend to give wings to are the things that are flying. This Agbero business seems to be a very lucrative one because we celebrate them a lot. You want to build a house, you cannot just say, I have 10 million naira, let me build a house. Agbero, or whatever they call themselves, Amonile, they call them, some of them. You can't start a foundation without paying them. After you have built a land, you can't roof a house without paying them. You can't do a decking without paying them. And sometimes it runs into millions after you put them together. And yet, there is no policy that is put into check Agberos and touts in Nigeria. Well, it's a very, very sad incident today. And it's not putting Nigeria in a very good light. You might say, oh, touts are everywhere. But this particular one could be controlled. Let's have your comments. Make them simple and civil.